last match of the night, and which the game that I think is game of the night, the one that I think I'm definitely going to be tuning into. I don't think I'm going to miss it. Actually, I'm wrong. I might miss it. Because we got a banger UFC card, so might catch a little bit of this game, but I'm mostly going to be paying attention in the fights, if I'm being straight honest with you guys. We got America at home, continuing their dominant run. This team is just finding ways to win. Even when they don't look the best, they are finding ways to win. They could play like crap, and they still find ways to win. This is not a team I want to get in front of. And Tigres is coming off of, I believe they're coming off a loss. Either a loss or a draw. Let me just double check that for you guys. Come on, load. Sorry, guys. 1 second here. I'm pulling up the matches. Okay, no, they're coming off of a win. No, they're coming off of a loss. They played Toluca last, what was that? That was a Saturday. Oh, yeah, they went to the elevation in Toluca. They lost 2-1. Cordova got a red card right before the second half started. So they played with 10 guys pretty much the whole second half, and they were 1-1 going into that second half. The score was at 1-1 going into that second half. Tigres struck first. Toluca scored. The red card happens. Then in the second half, Toluca ends up getting that second goal. So kind of a disappointing finish. They are not going to have Cordova for this game. I think that somewhat affects Tigres. But more importantly, America has just had this team's number. It is what it is. If Tigres ever do damage to this America team, it's going to be in Monterrey at Tigres' home. It is not going to be at the Azteca. I don't see it. Could a draw maybe happen? Sure. But this America team just keeps finding ways to win. They keep finding ways to score on the road or at home. I would say even more at home. I don't think anybody has beaten them at home at the Azteca. This America team is just bench to bench, head and shoulders, top to bottom. Their lineup is just deep, man. Even if they're missing players, the bench can come up and then players still make results. Guys, look at how they played against Chivas. It was such an impressive game. Just head and shoulders. Look at the way that defense playing. That defense locked things down so badly. It was not even close. But I know it's just Chivas. I get it. But when they went up against Cruz Azul, that game should have easily been 3-0, 4-0. But a lot of, offside ruled goals. And keep in mind, that Cruz Azul team was a Cruz Azul team that absolutely smoked this Tigres team. Not by a lot. That was a tight game. Don't get me wrong. Cruz Azul won in an autogol. But Tigres wasn't able to score in that Cruz Azul team. America was playing and babying and smacking that Cruz Azul team around. They're just lucky some of those goals didn't count. But in like the first 20 minutes, at least 2 to 3 goals shouldn't have been counted, or at least 2 to 3 goals were ruled not counted. And the first goal that was scored, it was within those first 10 minutes of the legit one. So if that America team smacked around and babied Cruz Azul any way they wanted to, I think they can abuse this Tigres team without a problem, especially at the Azteca. So again, not the sexiest pick. I know pretty much I picked favorites for most of these games on Saturday. I do like both teams to score. Am I going to play it? No. But if you don't want to take America money line, I say both teams to score is probably not a bad bet. I'm probably not going to bet that because this America team can easily walk away 1-0, 2-0. And this America team just continually finding ways to win. In the middle of the week, they smoked Chivas impressively, 3-0 on the road. So now to come back home comfortably and receive the team that they beat in the finals. Hey, this is a rematch of champ versus the runner-up, and I think the champ is still the king for a reason. This team has not been letting up, so I think the train continues, and I think they run over Tigres. America money line for me.